Your hand is already moving before you've decided anything. You weren't bored, you weren't waiting for a message, there was no reason. And yet, there it is, lit up in your palm, thumb swiping before your conscious mind catches up. You check it dozens of times a day. You've seen the screen time report, you felt that small flash of shame on a Monday morning, and still, an hour later, your hand moves again. This is not a willpower problem. This is the oldest survival instinct you have being expertly exploited by people who understood your brain before you understood it yourself. 200,000 years ago, your ancestor lived inside a world made of uncertainty. Every rustle in the grass might be food, might be a predator, might be nothing. The ancestor who checked, who scanned, who turned toward every flicker of movement survived long enough to pass that instinct on. The one who ignored it sometimes got eaten. So your brain built a simple, powerful rule. Unexpected movement, unexpected sound, check it immediately. Don't deliberate, just look. This is the orienting response first described by Ivan Pavlov and studied extensively since by neuroscientists researching attention and survival. It is involuntary. It doesn't ask permission. The moment something unexpected enters your environment, your attention gets yanked toward it before a single conscious thought occurs. In the ancestral world, this kept you alive. In the modern world, it's exactly what a notification is built to trigger. But your phone doesn't stop there. It triggers something even older and more powerful: the dopamine system tied to unpredictable reward. In the 1950s, psychologist B.F. Skinner ran experiments on pigeons using a variable reward schedule. Instead of a reward, every press, the reward came randomly, sometimes after one press, sometimes 50. The pigeons didn't just keep pressing, they became obsessed, pressing far more compulsively than pigeons rewarded every single time. Predictable reward creates satisfaction. Unpredictable reward creates compulsion. Your phone runs the exact same schedule. You don't know if the next refresh brings something good, something forgettable, or nothing at all. That uncertainty isn't a flaw, it's the design. Neuroscientist Robert Sapolsky at Stanford showed dopamine spikes hardest, not when you get the reward, but in the anticipation of an uncertain one. That half second before the screen loads is more neurologically activating than the notification itself. The loading icon isn't a limitation, it's deliberately preserved, because that gap is where the addiction lives. Your ancestors' uncertainty was rare and high stakes, a handful of moments a day. Your phone now manufactures hundreds of artificial uncertainty events daily. Tiny, mostly meaningless, but your ancient dopamine system cannot tell the difference between real survival-relevant uncertainty and a notification that someone liked a photo. It fires the same circuitry far more often than evolution ever designed. There's a second instinct at work, just as old: social monitoring. Your ancestor lived in a group of 50 to 150 people, and survival depended on knowing their standing within it at all times. Exclusion from the group often meant death, so your brain built a constant background system, always scanning for threats to belonging. Psychologist Naomi Eisenberger at UCLA showed using fMRI scans that social rejection activates the same brain regions as physical pain. Your brain doesn't have a separate, lesser system for social information. It treats social and physical threat through overlapping circuitry. Your phone, delivering a constant, unpredictable stream of social signals, directly triggers that same ancient threat monitoring system. Tristan Harris, a former design ethicist at Google, has described the modern smartphone as a slot machine in your pocket. The pull to refresh gesture wasn't designed by accident to resemble one. It mirrors the exact structure of a gambling mechanism, built on top of a brain that evolved long before gambling, before notifications, before screens existed at all. None of this happened by accident. Teams of behavioral psychologists and design researchers were employed specifically to study instincts like these and build products that exploit them with precision. They didn't invent a vulnerability, they found one already built into you by 200,000 years of evolution and engineered a machine to trigger it constantly. So when your hand moves toward your phone with no clear reason, understand what's happening. Your orienting response is firing for unexpected information. Your dopamine system is anticipating an uncertain reward. Your social monitoring system is checking your standing in the group. None of these are broken. All three are working exactly as evolution intended. The problem is the environment, a device engineered by extremely intelligent people to trigger every one of these ancient systems, dozens of times an hour, every day. This isn't a discipline problem. Telling yourself to just use your phone less ignores the biology. Research from psychologist Adam Alter at New York University points somewhere more useful. Make the trigger harder to access. Remove notifications instead of resisting them once they appear. Keep your phone out of reach during focused work, not because you lack willpower, but because willpower was never built to fight a system designed specifically to defeat it. Tonight, when your hand reaches for your phone without a reason, you'll know what's actually happening. An orienting response built for rustling grass, a dopamine system built for rare, meaningful uncertainty, a social system built to keep you inside a group of 50 people who could keep you alive. All three, ancient and fully intact, firing inside a brain that has no idea it's sitting in your pocket and not on the savannah. The phone didn't create the instinct, it just found it and built the most effective trigger in human history around it. If this changed the way you see your own phone habits, drop a comment below. How many times a day do you think you actually check it? We read every single one. If this shifted something for you, hit the like button. It takes 1 second and it helps more people find this video. And if you want to keep going deeper into the ancient systems running your modern life, subscribe and turn on notifications. We'll see you there.